Research with me. Today we'll be looking into Operation Blackout, what it is and how it is connected to the 2020 election. So get ready to take a dive in and come research with me when you can't be asked.
Again, this is just a little extra on Unit 8200 because I found this, well actually it was on the Wiki Spooks page and as a link, and I just wanted to read this and something else because it was very interesting. So this is called History Commons. I don't know if they update things anymore, but they have very good information. So I'm going to read this. So, Child Organization of Israel Defense Forces, we know that. And this is about the events that they took part in. So, in 1987 and after, Israel realizes Iran doing business with Khan nuclear network. Communications intercepted. Soon after, people involved in the AQ Khan nuclear representatives, see 1987 and 1987, Israeli intelligence becomes aware of these contacts. Author Adrian Levy and Catherine Scott Clark will comment that the Israeli intelligence community studies the Pakistan-Iran nuclear pact since its inception in 1987. One of the key elements in the Israeli effort is Unit 8200, an intelligence compound of the Israel Defense Forces, which will crack the encryption code in communications between Pakistan and Iran at some point in the next few years. The intercepts suggest that Pakistan may have given the Iranians what Levy and Scott Clark will call a nuclear weapons factory. Future IDF chief, and I'm going to use the speech because I don't want to muck up names. Moshe Yaalon will say of the period in the mid-90s, Pakistan was broke. Khan was flying around the world alongside his military escort. Our people overheard him dealing, and many of these deals came back to Iran, to whom he was offering KRL stocks. So I thought that was interesting. I'm gonna leave it there, but I have a digital copy of the book if anyone is interested, and I'll stick that in a PDF down below. And now we are going to go on to something else. A page I found. I'm going to read some of this because it does go over the one we found on Wiki Spooks. So Unit 8, so we know that it was what's interesting, according to Israel Hayom, Unit 8200 is the Israeli Signet National Unit referred to in National Security Agency NSA documents released by Edward Snowden. Before it was 8200, it was actually called 848. And that was in 1976. Autonomy recommendations. In 2004, okay, because I'm probably gonna Knesset committee commended turning the unit into an autonomous entity separate from the Defense Ministry, along the lines of its US equivalent, the National Security Agency. The Israeli Signet National Unit agreed a deal for the mutual exchange of raw signal intelligence with the US National Security Agency in 2009, according to documents released by former NSA contractor. Okay, that's the cyber attacks. I think we said that. I know we did that. So, when it was Unit 848, Colonel
Yul Ben-Porat
was in charge, and then Masriga was a Cold War era unit within Unit 848, focused on the Soviet Union, and Nehemiah Bergin, head of the translation desk, circa 1973. Okay. Commanders of Unit 8200. So these aren't up to date, these just go up to 2001. You have Reuven Yoder, Eliba, Ahron, Zivi, Farkash, Iyar Kohan, Hanan Geffen, and Pinaz. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry for butchering the names, by the way. Unit Hatsav. Unit Hatsav is the open source intelligence unit within Unit 8200. It is responsible for obtaining intelligence and counterintelligence from television, radio, newspapers, and the internet. Hatsav produced a daily summary of the Arab press, which is distributed to intelligence desks and decision makers. The unit was reorganized in 2007 according to Haaretz. In 2007, Hatsav was split up, with some members assigned to each Unit 8200 division that deals with a specific country or with the Palestinian Authority. It was meant to increase cooperation between the departments, monitoring different sources of information, but has instead reduced Israel's intelligence capabilities, according to the sources. They said that over the past 2 years, the commanders of Hatsav and of Unit 8200 have been attempting to improve Hatsav with limited success. With the onset of the Arab Spring in 2011, a decision was taken to increase military intelligence coverage of Arabic language social media, according to Israeli government sources quoted by Haaretz. This forced a reduction in resources devoted to mainstream media, such as television broadcasts. As a result, the government increasingly relied on two right-wing private organisations, Middle East Media Research Institute and Palestinian Media Watch, for coverage of anti-Israeli material in the Arab media. Government officials had reportedly complained about the situation to the head of military intelligence, Aviv Kochavi. In response to Haaretz, the IDF insisted it was monitoring Arab media 24 hours a day, every day of the week, in a wide variety of fields, including the Palestinian field. So you have some sources here and some notes here with some links as well. And that's really all I wanted to add, and I hope you have fun looking through these and just having a little nose about, because it's fun to have a little nose about. And I will try one day to actually do a video that is completely on Unit 8200 and the IDF and stuff like that. And I'm going to say bye. Bye. Thank you for watching this short video. Bye.